sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want you to know. Secrets start in your heart to slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart to slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
Okay, hey guys, welcome to the live. I decided to do one sporadically on there. So a couple documents that had come out today. One was the verified motion to extend discovery deadline, and the other one was the request for the health records for Richard Allen. That one is like, this one is like a couple pages long. The other one's like 17 pages long. Anyways, let me actually just turn up my mic, or sound, I should say. So anyways, I'm just going to kind of get right into it, really, just because it's a bunch of reading. And yeah, so I'm not sure if people have already seen this today or not, but these are the that I'm going to be going over the two discoveries, or the two motions that came out. So I'm going to take myself off screen, make this a bit bigger, and we'll start reading. But anyways, thank you guys for coming. And it's, what is it? Happy Thursday. So comes now counsel for Attorney Baldwin and Mosey respectfully move to extend the deadline of March 7, 2024. In support thereof, counsel states that on February 22nd of 2004, court issued an order 2020. I think it's supposed to be 2024, not 2004. Oh, another typo. The court issued an order stating in pertinent part now orders counsel for the defense attorneys to provide to the state of Indiana all exhibits intended to be introduced at the hearing that's on March 18th, which we know that there's a couple going on that day, of 2024, on or before March 7th of 2024. The court did not issue a reciprocal order for the state to provide their exhibits expected to be introduced. However, Mr. McClelland and undersigned have cooperated in reciprocal discovery. Undersigned has provided expected exhibits to Mr. McClelland as they have become available. The undersigned believes that Mr. McClelland has provided all expected exhibits available to him prior to March 1st, 2024. On March 1st, 2024, counsel conducted depositions of most of the state's identified witnesses. At that time, it was learned that the ISP probably didn't get Mitch Westerman's, by the way, report provided Mr. McClelland, then the undersigned did not contain the attachments. Mr. McClelland pledged to obtain them and share. Also, during the depositions, it was learned that Sergeant Holman had conducted recorded interviews with pertinent people. It is not yet known if those were omitted attachments to the report. Again, Mr. McClelland assured the undersigned they would be produced. On March 5th, 2024, at 8:24 a.m., Mr. McClelland communicated to the undersigned that he had the attachments and would collect the interviews and provide them through discovery that day. Then on March 6th at 9:23 p.m., Mr. McClelland advised that due to time constraints, he would be unable to provide those materials until March 7th of 2024. Upon review of the state's additional discovery, the undersigned may have additional exhibits. It will be impossible to determine that until new materials are reviewed, which due to the council's schedule cannot be done before in late afternoon of March 7, 2024. On February 29, 2024 and March 1st, 2024, the defense was contacted by two separate individuals who claimed to have documents pertinent to leaks. Let's see. Despite diligent efforts to the defense, has not yet obtained these documents to be able to assess their credibility and reliability. Upon doing so, the defense may have additional exhibits, which of course will be provided to the state, as all others have been. So time is certainly not of the essence because everything the state complains of happened months ago and was fully vetted. Oh my God, look at this, you guys. The state, I'm just disappointed. How does that not become underlined as they're typing this document to fix it? Anyways, the state did not file its allegations of contemptible conduct until after the Indiana Supreme Court reinstated Attorney Baldwin and Rosie. The issue of contempt is not an urgent matter. Mr. McClellan objects to an extension. 10. Undersigned requests an extension of 1 week, wherefore counsel respectfully prays the court to extend the submission of exhibits deadline to March 14th of 2024. And that is by David Hennessy from the, of course, defense side there. So hold on, let me just come back to there. So that's that one. Let's just see. Okay. No Travis today, heartbroken. Well, I mean, I sent him the documents, but I didn't contact him or anything like that. I don't know. Like I said, I figured that certain documents, we need them, and other documents, not so much. So, anyways, so I guess I'll see if they get an extension to March 14th. Now, 1 second here. Oh, up close and personal. Thanks. We're just going to go to the other document in just a second. So the other one is the request for mental health. And I'll bring that one up. 1 sec. Gotta find myself again. Present, share screen, window. There we go. Okay. So I'll make that a little bit bigger. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'm off the screen. Okay, so motion for leave of court to subpoena third-party records. So comes now the state of Indiana by Nicholas McClellan, prosecuting attorney for the 74th Judicial Circuit, and moves this court for an order to Westfield Correctional Facility and Wabash Valley Correctional Facility. Attention, Elise Gallagher, whatever, Westfield, blah, 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 to produce to the Carroll County's prosecutor's office, attention, Nicholas McClellan, that any and all mental health records for Richard Allen, date of birth, blah, 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 associated with his stay as an inmate in the Department of Corrections from November 3rd, 2022 until present, while working the Delphi investigation, Carroll County Sheriff's Department Detective Tony Leggett developed information that Richard Allen was involved, of course, in the deaths of victim 1 and victim 2. The investigation shows the following. So I don't feel like I need to go over this part here because that's just talking about, the same thing that we've heard a billion times with the Monan High Trail Bridge. But we'll come down here and see if there's anything, this is the stuff that you guys have been reading for a long time in the affidavit. But there might be some things here. As we scroll down, I know that there's some things. Okay. Investigators spoke with Betsy Blair, who advised she was on the trails on the February 13th. Video from the Hoosier Harvester captured Betty's vehicle traveling eastbound. Again, I don't want to sit here and spend a lot of time on stuff that we already know. Let's see. So what's this one here? Investigators received a tip from Terry Wilson in which he stated he was on his way to Delphi on State Road 25 at around 2:10 p.m. on February. I don't know why, but I don't know why that name's not popping out to me here. Terry Wilson. He observed he observed a PT Cruiser, a purple one, Still odd that Kagan Klein's grandma had a purple PT Cruiser. Anyway, let's just go down here. Yeah, I just don't want to bore you guys with stuff that's already been out there with this whole affidavit. I mean, you guys can always come back to the video and just scroll through it yourselves if you want. Okay, let's see here. Upon Richard Allen's arrival to the facility, he was placed on S Watch because of certain statements he made about harming himself. Do I want to start there? Okay, well, let's start right back here. So charges were filed against Richard M. Allen on October 28th of 2022 for 2 counts, of course, of murder. Once Richard Allen, M. Allen, was taken into custody, he was moved to Westville Correctional Facility, which is part of the Indiana Department of Corrections for safekeeping. He has been in said facility since November of 2022. When Richard M. Allen entered the facility, he was placed in segregation unit for his protection. In the segregation unit, his cell is equipped with a video recorder, which records his activities within the cell. There are also logs indicating when Richard M. Allen leaves the cell and for what purposes. He is also being seen by medical providers and mental health specialists to evaluate his physical condition and monitor his mental health. Richard M. Allen has the ability to use the tablet in his cell to send text messages, make phone calls, and listen to music. Upon Richard M. Allen, Charmaine, if I'm not mistaken, pretty sure he's a Swiftie fan as well. It's probably pulling up some Taylor Swift there, just to make you happy. Upon Richard M. Allen's arrival to the facility, he was placed on S Watch because of certain statements he made about harming himself. Throughout his stay, his mental health has improved to the point that he was taking off S Watch. He was also participating in recreation time and beginning to exercise. The facility reports that he was doing well and that they had no issues or concerns. His day-to-day demeanor was that he was quiet, read a lot of books, did crossword puzzles, and exercised daily. On April 3rd, 2023, Richard M. Allen made a phone call to his wife, Kathy Allen. In that phone call, Richard M. Allen admits several times that he killed Abby and Libby. Okay, so a lot of people were always kind of speculating about that one. So just to be clear, in that phone call, he admits several times that he killed Abby and Libby. So a lot of people were thinking that, was it over a few phone calls or this and that? So that one says in that same phone call. Investigators had the phone call transcribed, and the transcription confirms that Richard M. Allen admits that he committed the murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German. He admits several times within the phone call that he committed offenses as charged. His wife, Kathy Allen, ends the phone call abruptly. Soon after, attorneys Richard M. Allen filed an emergency motion to modify safekeeping order. In that motion, the defense states that Richard M. Allen's mental state has declined because Westville Correctional Facility is unfit and that he should be moved. Defense also makes allegations that his mental health has declined to the point where Richard Allen has been deprived of his constitutional right to assist in his defense of the case. Further, defense alleges that his mental capacity has declined because of his incarceration at Westville Correctional Facility. Defense has also challenged that his treatment is unconstitutional. Soon after, investigators were made aware by the warden of Westville Correctional Facility that Richard M. Allen began to act strangely. Richard M. Allen was wetting down paperwork he had gotten from his attorneys and eating it. He was refusing to eat, refusing to sleep. He would go days on end refusing to sleep. He further broke the tablet that he used for text messages and phone calls. He went from making up to 2 phone calls a day as of April 3rd, 2023, to not making any phone calls at all. To date, Richard M. Allen has still not made a phone call since April 3rd of 2023. On April 14th of 2023, Richard M. Allen was evaluated by 2 psychiatrists and 1 psychologist to discuss his turn in behavior, whether or not there was a need for involuntary medication. Now, the panel would also discuss that Richard M. Allen to a different facility than a psychiatric unit. From that meeting, it was determined that Richard M. Allen did not need involuntary medication and that he did not need to be moved to another facility. Since that meeting, Richard M. Allen had begun to eat again and had begun to sleep. His behavior had begun to return. Notice how they put he behavior. Again, beautiful typos. His behavior began to return to what is prior to making the admission on April 3rd, 2023. Investigators believe that the information that Westville Correctional Facility and Wabash Correctional Facility have gathered since Richard M. Allen was placed in those facilities is important to the investigation and important for trial. Further, any records of his mental exams will be important to determine the state of his mental health when he made the admissions. This information is needed to refute the defense's allegations that his mental health is in question. The evidence is also necessary to refute the allegations of diminished mental capacity and or possible defenses. It may also be important as the state introduces additional evidence gathered, including additional admissions made by Richard M. Allen himself. So, based upon the above probable causes for the charges, the defendant has been held in the Carroll County Jail, transferred to White County Jail, and then ultimately transferred to Westville Correctional Facility and is currently housed in Wabash Correctional Facility. He has been held in the Department of Corrections since November 3rd of 2022. During the defendant's time in incarceration, the defense has filed several motions that have called into question Richard Allen's mental health and his physical well-being because of the alleged conditions at Westville Correctional Facility and Wabash Correctional Facility. Those motions, including an emergency motion to modify the safekeeping order filed on April 5th, 2023, where the defense writes that Richard Allen should be moved because of his deteriorating physical condition. They reiterated this point several times in the hearing on the motion to modify the safekeeping order. Then again, in the defense's motion for order on continued disclosure of the defendant's mental health records filed on June 7th of 2023, where the defense writes that they need his mental health and medical records because of his currently deteriorating state, both mentally and physically. Then again, in their memorandum in support of the accused motions for Frank's hearing filed September 18th of 2023, where the defense writes that on April 3rd, 2023, Richard Allen's mental health had began a steep decline. The defense has expressed concerns that Richard Allen is being treated unfairly or is being placed in conditions that resemble a prison of war. The state has filed a motion for leave in the past to obtain these records, and the defense objected to said motions. The defense has now filed a verified ex parte motion for hearing on funding for the expert services. Within that motion, the defense asked the court to approve funding for Dr. Polly Westcott, a clinical psychologist and a confession expert. The defense states that the conclusion to be drawn from this is that there is reasonable basis upon which to inquire into the impact of the accused's confinement of his mental state. This can only be done by an expert in the field of the impacts of solitary confinement on accused individuals. It is clear from the statement and the other affirmations made in the motion that the defense intends to challenge the multiple confessions that the defendant has made while incarcerated. Further, it is clear that the defense intends to make the defendant's mental health an issue in this matter. In order to address this, the state needs to review the defendant's mental health records and have an opportunity to consult its own experts. The state concedes that the defense has not filed any kind of insanity defense or other defense on behalf of Richard Allen, but the repeated allegations have made the defendant's mental health an issue. The defense has now brought Richard Allen's mental health into question again in their most recent filings when they requested funds for an expert. Sorry, gotta close something off there. Okay. For these reasons, the state is requesting the mental records for Mr. Richard Allen from Westville Correctional Facility and the Wabash Valley Correctional Facility since his stay being in November 20, of 2022 to the present as specified in the detached subpoena, adduces tecum and or request for production of documents and records to a non-party. The request is made for the purpose of preparing for trial in this matter. The state believes that Richard Allen's mental health is going to be argued at trial. You know darn well it is. The state believes that the mental records of Richard Allen would be able to confirm or deny the information that the defense has alleged in its filings. The state is not asking for an entire mental health history of Richard Allen, but only those records for his stay at Westville Correctional Facility and the Wabash facility from November 3rd, 2022 until present to be able to respond to the allegations made by defense and to prepare for trial. The state of Indiana is aware of the prior filings that the defense objects to the subpoena. The state of Indiana has also sent them a courtesy copy of the subpoena via email. Wherefore, the state of Indiana by Nicholas McClelland, prosecuting attorney for the 74th Judicial Circuit, respectfully prays to the court, review the attached subpoena, and then order production of said records and such as relief as it is just proper in the premises. Certificate of service. Westville seduces deuces tecum. Now comes the state of Indiana by prosecuting McClelland pursuant to Rule 2 of the Indiana Trial Rules of Trial of Criminal Procedure, requests that the following documents and records be produced from the Carroll County Prosecuting Attorneys McClelland, blah, 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 within 30 days from the date of service of this request. What was the date on this one? Does it say? Okay. You may comply by mailing a copy of the requested documents to the prosecutor's office postmarked prior to the date on which production is required by Indiana state rules. Definition as used in this request, the term document encompasses the full scope of that term and is used in Trial Rule 34, including without limitations all writings, papers, photographs, videos, and other recordings of communications of any kind, whether printed, blah, 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 blah. For each document produced, identify the corresponding request. If you claim any information sought herein the privilege in whole or in part, object to any form or any request that you believe that any document would be excluded from the production to the state, regardless of its relevance, state that reason for objection on ground of exclusion. Identify which particularly each document for which you claim a privilege, including the date of the document. So what is this? Instructions. You are entitled to reimbursement of costs. Who cares? You are entitled to security against damages. Blah, blah, blah. Failure to respond to this request for production of documents and records to a non-party, to object to it, or move to quash it as provided by the applicable criminal procedure within 30 days from the date of service, will subject you to a motion for sanctions pursuant to Rule 2 of the Indiana Criminal Procedure. Let's see. Okay, so documents and records to be produced. So any mental health records that you may have concerning Richard Allen, including all records from any physician that has evaluated or examined Richard Allen from the beginning of his stay at Westville and Wabash and or about November 3rd, 2022 until present. The result of any mental health evaluation performed on Richard Allen while he has been incarcerated at Westville and Wabash on or about November 3rd, 2022. Any other documents, records, notes, blah, 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 pertaining to Richard Allen, mental health during the time of his incarceration at Westville, submitted under my hand of counsel. McClelland, I certify. Let's see what we got. The Dukas, okay. Pursuant to Rule 2. All documents, same crap. An executive affidavit. Just whatever, same stuff. What does this say? Affidavit of custodian of records. Okay, I am the custodian of records attached here too. The copies. That's just typical whatever jargon paperwork. Oh, good. That's shorter than I expected it to be. Because sorry. Okay, so a lot of it is just like repetitive stuff. Like this is what we want. So basically, this is simply that they want, like I said, videos. They want anything to do with his mental health, from Wabash, from Westville, because obviously it's going to be brought up in trial. And so yeah, so just requesting those documents. Hi, Rose Adams. Sorry, I said Rose Adams. ISP 74. Is Aspen Connor in the house? Hey, Mr. Electric. How are you? For funding, right. This is in response to the defense request for funding for mental health confession experts. So now they've opened the door for the state to have access to those records. So I'm just kind of scrolling back up here. These guards keep telling me I did. Maybe I did do it. These guards keep telling me I did. Hi, Shibby. PT Cruiser is important. We'll see. I mean, multiple cars there, right? It was one of those things that the vehicles, it's like how does a PT Cruiser purple look like, you know, a black Ford Focus or whatever? Like, you know what? And I think kind of like yesterday. So, you know what? Let me take this off screen for a second. We'll watch a quick video. Is it this one? Yeah. So remember, so yesterday about the 70 days speedy trial came out. So this is just a 2-minute and 29-second video from WTHR 13. And let's just listen to it. So, you know, sometimes people, like I said, they get it better when they're like literally listening to sometimes the news stations as they watch this for a
Tonight,
minute.
new developments in the Delphi murders trial. It appears that trial might now begin much sooner than expected.
A little adjustment to the timeline there. Our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel explains the new court filing today that could drastically change when they head to court.
Richard Allen's attorneys filed this earlier today. It's a motion to begin his trial early, and it kicks in a brand new clock that starts ticking immediately. Richard Allen has been in prison for more than 16 months, charged with the murders of Delphi teenagers Abby Williams and Libby German. His attorneys believe Allen is innocent, so they want his trial to begin as soon as possible. That's why they filed this motion that requires the judge to set a speedy trial date. Once this motion is filed, state rules say a trial must be commenced no later than 70 calendar days from the date of the motion, unless there's a delay due to congestion of the court calendar or an emergency, or if the defendant is released from jail pending the start of the trial. Those delays are unlikely because Allen is charged with such serious crimes. And Special Judge Frances Gall has been granted permission to bring in other judges to hear her cases in Allen County so she can focus on the trial in Delphi. Defense attorney and legal analyst Katie Jackson-Lindsay says moving the trial date up could really benefit Allen.
If we recall the narrative that we've heard pretty consistently from the defense team, it's that they don't believe that the state has the evidence to convict Richard Allen. They do not believe that he is the perpetrator of this crime. And so you certainly don't want to give them additional time to build a case against him if the case is not there already. I think it signals that this defense team is ready.
Right now, Allen's trial date is scheduled for October 15th. This motion means instead of a fall trial date, the Delphi murders trial will probably begin this spring. I'm Bob Siegel, 13 News.
Bob, and we have been staying on top of any changes in the Delphi murders case since the very beginning. If you would like to review the timeline of events, we have it for you right now at WTHR.com/Delphi. Also, you can get there really quickly if you just scan this QR code that we have right there on your TV screen.
Okie dokie. We'll come over here on there. Okay, so I just wanted to go over that because that was yesterday's thing that we were talking about with the 7-day speedy trial. And tell me, who here thinks that the state's ready? Do you think, one, if you think that the state's ready, and two, if you don't think that the state's ready? And Charmaine, I'm not sure about that. Didn't I read somewhere where perhaps Kara's social media that Cleland should not have those details about the ex parte motion for expert funding. Because that's kind of like the judge in that side in court. I'm not sure. I think so, Charmaine. I need to reread it again, though. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I was doing a bunch of other stuff today, and probably later on tonight. I'm not sure if Adam's up for it or Charmaine or whatever, but I'm going to do a live, with regards to a Sebastian Rogers update. We'll talk about Madeline Soto case, and as well as Elijah Vu again, and see what's going on. There's been a little bit of change with Sebastian Rogers case, but we'll talk about that tonight. I follow Kara. Yeah, I do too, but sometimes, like on Twitter, I don't remember that you have to click, like you actually physically have to click all notifications. I was being cute with Aspen and Sunny. I sent screenshots earlier, right? Which I really haven't had time to go through, to be honest with you. Also, Sunny and Aspen, I thought more about the questions for Travis. So if you could just schedule us in, thanks. I thought of more questions for Travis. Oh, did you know? I don't know, Charmaine. I don't know. Kind of. I feel like we let you get them all in yesterday for the most part. There. Okay. So I personally think that the state's ready. I mean, if you can't be ready by now, then you know what? Then they all suck. If they can't, I think that the prosecution, myself, that they need to have something in there that is just, like a pow type of thing, like a boom, dude, you can't get out of this one. You're basically, you're nailed into your coffin type of thing. And so I wonder if some of that stuff is going to come from the daughter or the son-in-law of Richard Allen. It's been talked about many times. If there's some of this, juice out there that's, perhaps going to seal that coffin. And if they don't, I think then they're definitely going to have reasonable doubt. So I think that they're ready as they can be, to be honest. And I'm hoping and praying that they have sufficient, like I said, nail in the coffin evidence that's basically like where it can't be refuted. Like, dude, you were there. We know you were, and then either charged or, again, if they don't, then, it's definitely, I don't know. And it's definitely going to be in the defense's favor because to me, there's just so much. There's just if they want to stack manure high enough, I think Delphi, from all the mistakes and flubbles and bubbles and all the different stuff, I think it's definitely an uphill battle. So that's why I feel like there's just so much to give reasonable doubt because of that. So to me, I feel like the state is ready, and I just hope and pray that they have what they feel is the, nail in the coffin that can charge Richard Allen if it's him. No, these ones are now, they're super important general questions about defense lawyers. Very interesting stuff. I think people want to know. Flubbles. Charmaine, if Travis is listening to this, Travis, if you and Charmaine just want to schedule your own personal live together, me and Aspen have no problem watching that. I'll even do up a thumbnail for you and everything. Tonight though, well, I don't know. I want to cover Sebastian Rogers and those other cases tonight. I think they're ready, certainly all confident. So let's get this moving. Enough of this bullshit already. Absolutely. And with the bonus feature of cameras, right? Let's get this moving with the bonus feature of cameras there as well. That would be the cherry on top to have cameras, So I'm just going to hope and pray that we do. I think everyone under the sun that follows Delphi wants to see every drip drop of this case, and for our eyes to see the courtroom and to see Richard Allen and just watch it all. It's kind of I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are thinking no, that she's not going to allow the cameras, and the chances are probably likely that she won't, to be honest. But I'm kind of hoping that she will. I'm kind of hoping for the trial that she will, but I'm not going to hold my breath on it. Just very hopeful. I mean, especially when it's been like 7 years, we're just past the 7-year mark. And, people have been fighting for justice for Abby and Libby, fights those few creators that want to blame the family instead of focusing on, justice for Abby and Libby. But anyways, like 7 years of, for some people that have been, watching this and fighting for justice and, bringing it to the attention of people, I mean, it would be nice just to watch it all unfold, through the cameras and that trial. It's really going to suck it just to get the little updates. But I mean, if that's what it is, that's what it is. Let's hope it's not all circumstantial. Yeah. Hopefully a relatively high amount if circumstantial. Yeah. Well, exactly. Right. He said that there was in the same clothes. SP, same. He said he was there in the same clothes at the same time. Oh, right. You're talking, yeah, Richard Allen. Right. Well, there's a lot of things, and it will be very interesting, right? Right. About those admittedly, multiple confessions to murdering, because darn well, again, that the defense is going to play up, of course, about the whole Odinism thing, and that he was, coerced, like forced into like admitting these, and that his whole mental health, and stuff like that, even though he's not claiming insanity, but that they're going to be trying to use all that stuff, right? The mental health going on, I personally think it's a crock of crap. I know that there's some people out there in the world that confess to crimes that they didn't commit, that's very nominal in the scope of things. I don't see Richard Allen being that person. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna confess 5 or 6 times during a phone call. Like, you think that they were sitting there like with the fist over him going, you better confess, or you better say it again. Wait, 3 times. Wait, 4 times, you're gonna get a knuckle sandwich there, Richard Allen. Can't really see that happening. So I'll be very interesting in those confessions, because to me those will say a lot, but of course they're gonna get the defense is going to try to think of whatever they can to get those admissions to make it seem like, wow, I think he was in a Cracker Jack mode eating paper and stuff like that. I don't know. I just saw, I just vaguely seen that. Just saw Kayla Montgomery got granted parole. Kayla? Oh, okay. So she was granted parole. So she's out now. Okay. So you guys know Kayla Montgomery from the Harmony Montgomery case. And she basically got immunity for testifying. And so she was actually in prison for Kayla Montgomery because of her, what's that word I'm looking for? When you lie to the courts, perjury, when you commit perjury. So anyway, so if she got granted parole, that means that she's out now. You know what? Kayla Montgomery got off easy. Let's just say this. Absolutely. She got off with flying colors, to be honest with you. But in order for them to charge, the actual culprit, which, what's his name again? Montgomery? I can't, all of a sudden I'm having a fart head moment with his name. What's his name again? Tell me his name in chat. I'm having a fart head moment here. I don't know why. It's not Jack, but it's coming to my head. Anyways, this is where I believe that karma kicks in, and anyone that's in true crime or in Kayla Montgomery's circle, there's going to be those people that are like, oh, you poor victim, you poor little thing. But most people are going to know her from the case, and her life's going to be shit pretty much. Because of it, because they know that she was involved in the covering up of this poor innocent child and stuff like that. Anyways, so this will be huge learning experience for many. I hope they allow cameras. I do too. Hi, Stephanie. A lot of crazy people want this baby unalive out free. Shakes my head. They're constantly blaming the family, you know. What I want is myself is this. I mean, there are a lot of things that show that Richard Allen was there. And I just want the evidence, whatever the state has, to show that, look, beyond a reasonable doubt, Richard Allen is the BG, and we can place him there. We can show all this information, whether it's a ton of circumstantial, but hopefully there's more than that. You know, because I would never want the wrong person to be convicted. I don't believe that Richard Allen by no means is innocent with Delphi. But I just want to make sure, like, that the proper, of course, evidence is proven that, look, there's no reason for doubt here. This is the guy. We can place him. We can do this, you know. And it really is. It's all up in the hands of the law, right? Because the evidence has to prove it. And if it doesn't, then potentially someone that did commit the crime, either gets off or retrial or whatever. So we'll see. Kathy abruptly ended the call after several omissions. Right. Again, just like anything, we can sit here and keep guessing and whatever. I mean, from the wording, like he committed multiple times to the murders of Abby and Libby. Again, I guess it's really just once we actually see it, if we go, what? Only kind of sounds like a partial, or if it is clear that it's an actual omissions multiple times. And we know that he as well told his mother, not just Kathy. So that is exactly why the state is now, well, exactly, like the state does need to, because they're going to be pulling up those mental health issues. So the state needs that information to see, right, to see what game they're going to play with that. An admission is a statement, usually inculpatory, made by an accused to a civilian witness. A confession is a statement, usually inculpatory, made by an accused to a person. I feel like did you just copy and paste that? Did you literally just copy and paste that? But yes, thank you, Charmaine. Charmaine got the passion part. The shit. It all comes back to you, Sunny. Right. Karma is a bitch. Well, that's how I see it, right? Again, what you put out to the universe, expect to get it back. And if you are a bad person in this universe, I hope that it comes back to you tenfold. And if you do good, again, karma comes back to you. So to me, it's all about, sometimes we think that there's no justice, but like for instance, Kayla Montgomery, right? Absolutely should have been charged, but they needed to give her immunity so that, again, why can't I think of his name? My God, the dad's name. You guys, come on. Nobody even said it to me yet. Montgomery. Harmony. Hold on. It's going to bug me until I know it. And I know it all the time except for today for some reason. Adam. How did you not? Thank you, Phil Bond. Why didn't I look at your comment next? Even Adam couldn't even tell me it was Adam on there. How did I forget that, Adam? It was just, I drew a blank. I kept having Jack came in my head for some reason. We just want to done it right. Don't confuse that with wanting RA to walk free. Yeah. Like, I mean, for me, like I said, for me personally, I'm not going to sit there and say I'm at 100% at all. In this case, once Richard Allen was arrested and stuff like that, and again, when stuff stacks up, right, it's hard to overlook that as just a regular person watching something, kind of like with the whole Kagan Klein stuff, right? It just, you put yourself there, that you were the only male that, say, was seen on the trail at that time. You said you were wearing the same clothing. There's a bullet that just happens to be found from a gun that you have and stuff like that. So it just mounts and mounts. And so, like there's definitely was good reason to arrest the guy, of course. So now it's just a matter of, everything that they can prove, because we all know that we all know that pieces of shit get off all the time, because they didn't have the evidence. They might have known who done the murder, but they get off because they didn't have, the actual, the substantial evidence to convict or whatever, and left reasonable doubt. Sonny, put some blue in your hair. Sonny, put some blue in her hair. I hope very pretty. Who has blue in their hair? Sonny put some blue in her hair. I hope. Okay, I think you're confused between gray and blue. Somebody's a little bit colorblind. So if you're seeing some shine coming through, well, my hair is typically very shiny anyway. It's probably the grays coming out there because I haven't dyed it. Yeah. But okay, we can go with blue if that's what you're seeing. If the evil oldness guards want to coerce Alan, why not just make him change his plea? Why bother with admission to the family? I think the majority of us understand that the Odinist angle, most of us believe, like myself, it's a big crock of crap. But it's the angle that the defense is going to use. And hey, they got to prove all that stuff, right? They got to bring all that stuff up in court. But the whole Odin, like I said, especially was it David Hennessy that said it was a work of art. When somebody says that, that's just like, it's like saying, damn, we went from here to here and we placed this whole puzzle, boom, bam, like all together, we made everything, give everything, a reason for its place in here, but right to the end of it, where we can sit there and say that these guards threatened him and made him confess, type of thing. But again, like, let that story play out in court. But if there's enough evidence, to convict Richard Allen, that's what we want. That's what I'm focused on, is that if Richard Allen is a guy that the state, for justice for Abby and Libby, right? But, like, that's going to be a hard sell to me, this whole Odinistic angle. It's going to be a hard sell because you don't typically hear of these type of things going into court about, like, about this whole Odinistic angle type thing. Yeah. That's going to be, that's almost like bringing in the light fairies, and, type of thing, or saying that the tooth fairy is real. That's what that feels like to me. I'm confident the DA has the evidence in the jury. I just think that the state's ready to go. And just hoping and praying that they have exactly what it takes to convict Richard Allen, and the proof behind it. I have no faith. I have faith in no one but the jury. Well, that's where we have to leave her. Well, I guess the competence of the lawyers as well. When you watch trial after trial, there's some good lawyers and there's some shit lawyers. Nothing worse in the Ross case with Hannah Gutierrez, and they bring on that expert gun person guy that literally freaking, woohoo, judge, look at this, and he's pointing it around. Totally destroyed. And for the defense, totally destroyed, right? I can't believe that guy. I honestly, it felt like I was watching like Dumb and Dumber up there going, like, no, you can hold the gun this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. And, anyways, it wasn't funny, but it made me laugh the way that this. Oh, Charmaine's going big time, is she? All right. Okay, I got time for this. Okay, thanks, Charmaine. So let's quickly go to who got those. 1 second. Here it comes. Who dis? Rose Adams. Oh, it's all springing on me. Susie. PJ Second Chance. Canadian Girl. Okay, so I'm trying to get these in before it goes off because it will go off 10 times. Brianna LaFleur, Kimberly, Purple, and I'm not sure if I'm going to say this right again. Amarilis. Now I can't see. She told me I had it right, and now I forgot. M Faithful and Michelle Miga. Let's see here. So yeah, I don't care. If you guys don't like Rick Astley, it's too bad. We do. It makes me. I love the Rick Astley song from when it came out originally. Shining the light on the lurkers. Thank you. But yeah, Rose, like I said, you got one, and Purple got one there, and a lot. No, I already showed the 2 documents that were dropped for today. There was the one dropped yesterday, Phil, with regards to the 7-day speedy trial. Then there was the request for mental health records for Richard Allen from Wabash and Westville. And then there was the extension to March 14th that the defense is asking. Yeah. I'm Charmaine, you save those up. Charmaine. And then like 5 days from now, maybe 10, then you're gonna drop like 50. And we're just gonna sit here and do a live, and we're just gonna wait for all 50 of those to play. Yeah, that will be the live. Hey Steffa. Lurk in the trees. Steffa, you'd have to know what a tree looks like first. I know that you're well aware of them, considering you're a tree expert. But I feel like the tree that you're hiding behind in this one is like one of those little skinny mini trees where I can still see you. Hi, Princess Buttercup. Who doesn't? Oh, right. Who doesn't? Sunny, check my messages. Oh, so there is another document? Oh, Phil Bond. You must have. All right, let's see. I guess apparently there is another document, Phil Bond. Thanks, Adam. I didn't see anything come in, but I guess, go figure, right? Yeah, Brock's Pop. Katrina. What is he sending me here? Just 1 second, guys. Just have to look at something here else. Katrina. Oh, thank you. Okay, I was trying to think of where that was coming from. I had to have a moment there. Thank you, Eric. You sent me some documents in regards to Elijah Vu and just. Let me pull up that one. Jeez. Adam, where did it go? What does it? Hold on. Let me look at that again. See what it came up as. Richard Allen's. Okay, hold on. There we go. Let's open this up. So, what do we got? List of additional witnesses and exhibits for contempt hearing. Okay. second. Richard Allen's. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Is that it, Charmaine? Is that it? I know, right? Here, wait. I gotta get organized now. Now, I just want you guys to know that I'm kind of suffering here because right beside me is cordon bleu, mashed potatoes, and carrots and corn, and a piece of bread with butter that my husband made me. It is now cold. Just saying. Love you guys. Okay, so let's see here. Thank you, Adam, for sending this. So this had just come in. List of additional witnesses and exhibits for contempt hearing. And thank you again to Charmaine, and thank you to all those people that got gifted memberships as well. Enjoy the emotes and enjoy it when I don't have any, slow mode on. Comes now counsel for attorneys Baldwin and Rosie notifies the state that the court that in addition to all witnesses and exhibits previously disclosed that he may be calling the following witnesses. Okay. Oh, Lordy. Following witness and offer the described exhibits. Witness Stephen Wood. Not exactly sure who Stephen Wood is. Angela Sadlowski. We know that she's from like The Unraveling or whatever it is. And she was in that documentary. Julie Melvin. I'm sure most of you guys know who Julie Melvin is. Terry Williams, Courtney Parsons, and Matt Hoffman. Just to ask you, this is pure defense fiction. Oh, it's worse. Okay, so Adam, if you know, are these people from the documentary? Courtney Parsons, Matt Hoffman, who's Terry Williams, and Stephen Wood. I'm not really sure, but anyways, let's go back. Exhibits communications between Gary Boudet, aka Fig, aka Fig Solves, and prosecutor McClellan. Multiply communications. Wait, what? Communications between Gary Boudet. Is that his name? Oh, I guess it has Fig's name on there. Hey, Figgy. Figgy. Dang, I'm late. Can you do a quick recap? Yeah, let's finish this gaming and sleuthing, and then yeah. Okay, so Prosecutor McClellan, communications from Boudet and Prosecutor McClellan, Anthony Greeno's YouTube episode, Crime Nation. Delphi Murders, Watch and Review, Rick Snay. I'm just glad they kept me all out of this shit. Delphi Murders, Watch and Review, Rick Snay on True Crime Investigates, Baldwin email to McClellan, Professor Turco report, Boudet's communication with Angela Sadowski, Boudet's YouTube episode. Okay, right, we're talking about Fig. So Fig's YouTube episode, Delphi investigation, and Fig's communication, re-court staff revelations, Fig's communication, disqualification of defense counsel, documentation of the relationship between Fig. That's right, Fig, right? Yeah, okay. Between Fig, Forston, and Cohen. Fig sending defense work product to McClelland. Fig sending information to McClelland. Fig's identifying source in Delphi investigation. Fig posting, resending information to McClelland. Fig posting, digging dirt on Baldwin. Fig posting, working with law enforcement and prosecution. Fig email of McClelland asking Fig to delete everything. Barbara McDonald on Court TV with leaked investigation information. McClelland email to defense Professor Turco report. Leaked search warrant affidavit prior to unsealing. Sergeant Holman communications with Terry Williams and/or secret keeper. YouTubers Frank Meister and sleuth video. The Inquisitor True Crime claiming leaked communications from Richard Allen. Terry Williams posting about inside information of crime scene and of the investigation. October 22nd, 2022, YouTube video of Fig discussing his knowledge of a bullet at crime scene. And knowledge that the gun was found at Rick Allen's house when that information was still under seal, and a week before unsealed. Email exchange between Judge Gull and Attorney Rosie, accidentally misdirected. Email. Baldwin emailed Judge Gull. List of media dissemination. 1 second here. By state actors. 25. Julie Melvin documents. And 26. The YouTube video, A Reckoning in Carroll County. Potential exhibits on or February. Let's see here. The defense received an anonymous call from a woman in Texas claiming to have approximately 240 pages of leaked documents and agreed to provide them. The defense has received only a few of those documents, all of which to appear to be available to the public. The defense also discovered information that the prof claiming that he had delivered 2 pounds of documents to the Indiana Attorney General. The defense is continuing to investigate the claim, which may result in additional exhibits. David Hennessy. Well, that was just a mouthful and a whole. What? Okay. What the heck? Okay. Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay. So gaming and sleuthing. There was yesterday's document that, of course, came out about the 70-day Speedy trial stuff going on. Then, of course, today we had the request for the mental health records of Richard M. Allen for the prosecution. And then the other thing that we had was the motion for extension of the discovery for the March 18th. So they're requesting that the extension be till March 14th prior to those hearings on March 18th. So pretty simple, pretty simplistic. Now that was a whole mouthful of creators in this whole thing here. YouTubers. Hi. Okay. I'm still trying to get over the fact that I now know Fig's name. Gary. Maybe it was said before and I just don't realize it. So let's see. Okay, let's start with Aspen. Matt Hoffman is the investigator. Oh, okay, yeah. His name sounded familiar, but I just couldn't place him. Is valid, will make sense later. I can personally attest that this is not true. What's not true? Hold on. This is pure defense fiction. Oh, you're talking about all this stuff here in this thing, Adam? Be kind and rewind if you're late. Be kind and rewind. Replay crew. A little gambler. Adam, thank you, love. These guys have finally successfully inserted themselves into the case. Aspen Connor, are you disappointed that your name's not on here? Or are you happy? They are desperate. Wait, what the flying F is going on? I gotta go back and catch up. Wait, we're at McClellan leaked info to defense. I'm looking forward to the contempt hearing even more now. Absolutely, right? That's all I was thinking about too. Is this is how the defense will depend? Take that. Here's the prof. Take that. Here's Julie Melvin. Take that. Anyways, we'll see. Just when you think it couldn't possibly get more crazy. It's so weird because, like most of these YouTubers, we know the names, Hey, Frank Meister, you made it. Yeah. So when you're like legitimately seeing like Rick Snay, Julie Melvin, Big Solves, Frank Meister and all that stuff. Anyway, this is juicy and a little funny. My pal Frank, oh my goodness, I had no idea. I'm just amazed that I bet you any money that Triple F Frank, he's probably going like, how did my shit not make it in there? I mean, I call everyone out underneath the sun. My name should be underneath there too. Yeah. Just when you couldn't think it could get any crazier. Okay, right. Okay, I went past that. Okay, not gonna lie. This was a good chuckle. I'm not gonna lie. This has been a very good chuckle. Being witnesses, they won't be able to watch the hearing. Hey, who dis? Oh wow, they're going through with Get MH records now. With Get MH records now. Wait, Fig. Oh, you're not a fan of Figgy, Canadian girl. Some people are, some people aren't. I've seen the leaks. Not like isn't true. Because we need a new shitstorm. So they were saying that the state leaked all this stuff to YouTubers. Aspen's just jelly. Wow, the Diaz docs, the Figmeister. Geez, how many? Let's get on to the witness list. Well, I mean, that was the end of it, if that's what you mean. Da, 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 da. I mean, that's a list of additional witnesses and exhibits for contempt hearing. So that's the one like on March. Oh, why does this seem rather comical in some ways? Aspen is screaming into his pillow because his name didn't come up. I know, right? I bet you there's some YouTubers that are like, damn it all. I've been following this case forever and a day, and these people get up on there. Gag order violation admissions are hilarious. Holman, McClellan, hilarious. I'm not surprised. In fact, I'm shocked it took them this long to throw this accusation out. Honestly, if their opinions and theories state them as much, but they were being stated as fact. Now look. Right. Okay. Yeah. I can't believe it's not going to be aired. Right. Yeah. Who's going? Who's going? Steffa? Mental health records. Yeah. We want Sunny to list on the list so she can come to the States. We can have a night out on the town. Or is that the reason? Okay. Yeah, damn it now, right? I'm gonna see. This would be pretty comical. At least they won't have to wait in line at Charmaine. They're saving Aspen as leverage. Yeah, she heard Oh yeah, Greeno as well. Yeah. For his Crime Nation. Isn't that so funny? And that was just recent too. To me, this just proves that they are watching YouTube, seeing what has or is being said. I know, right? And all these people that are saying that they know for a fact. They know for a fact. You know? I might go now. Radar, you probably should. Radar. we have to talk, my friend. You got the footage. That is very interesting. Are they in trouble? No, they're just, I don't know, witnesses to like whatever, for them to, I guess, try to prove their point and stuff. Have these guys all been subpoenaed? Well, I would guess so, eh? I don't know. Is that what they would do? Is it subpoenaed? Or are these just witnesses that they were like, hey, you know what? We're going to give you your 15 minutes of fame. Come on down. No. That's what I was wondering. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I keep getting a bunch of notifications. Defense says YouTube has doubt. Let's go get it on trial. I almost feel like I got to spend some time just to myself reading that again, just to sit there and, I don't know, have another chuckle. Yeah, they can't make them appear without a subpoena. Well, that's what I'm thinking, right? Right? Well, I'm not no lawyer because Adam is, and he's clearly somewhere down there. Well, I'm not going to lie. I mean, this one's definitely going to get talked about tonight. I mean, not by us, but I mean by other channels because we're already talking about it. All right. Let's just go through this. You know what? I just want to go through this again, actually. You guys got to, I know I should be eating my hot, warm dinner. So comes now the counsels for Attorney Baldwin, blah, blah, blah. That in addition to all witnesses and exhibits previously disclosed, now don't forget, you guys, it says he may be calling the following witnesses and offer the described exhibits. So he may be calling. So some of these people are probably going to get called, and other ones are going to be like, "Oh, damn it all." Didn't. Hi, Rose. My mood was strangely elevated. Excellent distraction today, Sunny. Oh, yeah. Obviously, you're welcome. I was like, if I go live, Charmaine's going to be like, "Ooh, thank you, Sunny, for distracting me today." What does 3-2 say? Defense subpoenas are hot and wet. Answer the door when they arrive. Okay, so the exhibits again are communications between Fig Solves and Prosecutor McClelland, communications between Fig Solves and Prosecutor McClelland, Anthony Greeno's YouTube episode Crime Nation, Delphi Murders. Watch, everyone's going to be going, let me go watch Anthony Greeno's Crime Nation. Delphi Murders Watch and Review. Rick Snay on True Crime Investigates. Baldwin email to McClelland. Professor Turco report. Boudette's, which is, so let's just say Fig again. Fig Communications with Angela Sadowski. Fig's YouTube episode, Delphi Investigation. So you guys might, like I said, screenshot this. You guys should go spend your night watching these episodes that they're talking about to fully understand what's in them that they're gonna submit or might use. But Fig's communication, redisqualification of defense counsel, documentation of the relationship between Fig, Forston, and Cohen, which is Mark Cohen, the dude that hung himself or killed himself, not hung himself, sorry, the dude that took his own life, okay, and Boudette, Fig sending defense work product to McClelland, Fig sending information to McClelland, Fig identifying source in Delphi investigation, Fig posting, resending information to McClelland, Fig reposting digging dirt on Baldwin, Fig posting work with law enforcement and prosecution, Fig email of McClelland asking, I think the star of the show is Fig. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the star of the show here is going to be Fig, asking Fig to delete everything. Barbara McDonald on Court TV with leaked investigation information. We all know about that. Sources close to the investigation gave me. McClelland email to defense. Professor Turco report. Leaked search warrant affidavit prior to unsealing. Sergeant Holman communications with Terry Williams and or secret keeper. YouTubers Frank Meister and Sleuth video. YouTube, The Inquisitor, True Crime, claiming leaked communications from Richard Allen. Terry Williams posting about inside information of crime scene and the investigation on October 22nd of 2022. YouTube of Fig discussing his knowledge, right? The same one, right? Same Baudette. Oh, wait. They just spelled his name wrong because they don't know how to spell in any of these things. Okay. Discussing his knowledge of a bullet at the crime scene and knowledge that the gun was found at Rick Allen's house when that information was still under seal and a week before unsealed. Email exchange between Judge Gull and Attorney Rosie. Accidentally misdirected email. Baldwin emailed to Judge. List of media dissemination by actors, Julie Melvin documents, and YouTube video titled A Reckoning in Carroll County. Potential exhibits on or about February 29th, which was just like 9 days ago, whatever. And on March 1st, 2024, the defense received an anonymous call from a woman in Texas claiming to have approximately 240 pages of leaked documents and agreed to provide them. The defense has received only a few of those documents, and all of which appear to be available to the public. The defense is continuing to investigate, which may result in additional exhibits. Oh, sorry, prof. The defense also discovered information from the prof claiming that he had delivered 2 pounds of documents to the attorney in Indiana. I know. Fig, when I seen that part especially, I was like, oh, this is going to be whatever. Anyways, do I call you Fig or do I call you Gary? No. In fact, somebody probably did say your name along the way. Anyways, they fell into a trap. I almost feel bad for them, but no. I feel like it's almost going to be like embarrassing on their part. So let me go back because I was on a different page. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's start here. Let's start with Fig. Haha, so this is proof that they can put stuff out there, whatever they want without proof. Oh man, yeah. The defense is going to look, oh, well, there you go. Right? They're going to look so stupid, honestly. Maybe he can't be called unless out of the country. No proof. Frank has a lot of what radar without proof. I didn't get all of it. Fortson died, not Cohen. Seems like the defense is throwing everything at the wall and see what sticks. A lot of info, recorded phone calls with Chris Todd and Erskine. Hennessy, fake selves. I trolled those people. I told them what they wanted to hear. This is going to make them look so stupid. Well, just reading what I did there. I mean, not gonna lie, it's been a good laugh. Still makes me chuckle actually. Just Holman gonna get spanked. Good work, Figs. Fig selves. Hey, Streamlabs. Little gambler wasn't doing that. They fell into a trap. I feel bad for them, but now, no, I don't. Everything's gonna play out the way it's gonna play out, and hey, if this is what they want to pull up and try to use, and they look like idiots, and they look like idiots. Don't tag Figgy and times you out because he put a dot in his name. Oh, right. I don't even have a video named that. Okay. I've never spoken to Fortson or Cohan, not ever once. Yeah, I mean, is it too late to try to get, what's his face, Brandon Woodhouse? I mean, out of jail? Shouldn't they be summoning that guy or something? Or Mark Roberts? People that insert themselves in this there and no consequences are going to learn a lesson. Mr. Electric, not really. They actually leaked long before the accused defense hun. Damn it, why isn't this televised? Fuck's sakes. For the record, the woman in Texas was not me. There's a couple of people going through my head. I want them to provide proof of this stuff. Yes, I emailed Nick information trying to catch a check. Yeah, right? And I know there's lots of people that would do that, right? If you have something. Heck, in the Rust trial, the other day I had actually emailed the defense guy because I was like, look, that prosecutor that's up there clearly said that the guy that handed the gun over to Alec Baldwin, and yet on the stand, that same guy is saying that it was Hannah that handed the revolver. So I'm like, I'm not sure because it was an old, the plea deal. So I'm just like, I'm not sure if you have this, dude. And I don't normally ever do that. It's been very rare, but I don't normally do that. But hey, if you're watching something and feel like something is unfair, you have information that you feel like you can offer. And that's kind of like the whole point of giving in tips and, information and stuff like that. So that's neither here nor there to me. Hey, Wonder Girl. Frank Meister, what the heck, right? I have not sent the defense. Well, again, right? If it's true, it will come out. If it's not, it won't. Right? It will be a laugh in their face. Absolutely. What number is that? I will email him right now. I get it. Oh my god. Okay, come on. Don't stop me from laughing, Wonder Girl, please. And I don't know why, but yeah, no, I'm not going to say the name from Texas. I don't know if you should be commenting vagrant. Not sure how all that works, but clearly they're watching you. Yeah, if you just want to use, any emoticons to express your feelings or anything going on right now, that's perfectly fine. Feel free to knock it off with the words and just use emoticons or something. Why would anyone want to email Nick is my question. Digging dirt. Yeah, digging dirt. I never posted that, but I wish I did. I was going to say, like, when I seen that, I was like, I don't recall the digging dirt. Whatever. I don't know. Fig, go make one up now. Right? Then they can ask for another, like, extension again or something. All in the name of Jesus. They're literally defending themselves with the very people they leak to. Might be a bad move. Fake selves. So yeah. Okay, so you weren't. Okay. Like I said, I'm not even close to a lawyer. So I was wondering that too. If you're just requested to be a witness or if you have to be subpoenaed to. Shows how desperate they are. They want me to stop making my videos that make them look dumb. Well, I'm not going to because this is a free country, right? Bingo, sweet. Desperados. Should be being mentioned in these documents isn't the flex you think it is fake. There isn't. Oh, wait a second. Right. I'm glad Case Smith is in there. I'm so glad Case Smith is in there. Who dis? It will lead to nothing. It's in the live stream timestamps. The stamps will free you. Fig, what about McClelland? How can I get a free ticket? What about him? Jacqueline. Hi, Jacqueline. Well, Fig hasn't been subpoenaed. Then it sounds like it's another filing solely for the purpose of showing doubt with the public. I don't work for him, never work for him. Great point. What about Brandon? I'm disappointed. He never paid me. He never asked me to delete anything. Right? So, I mean, the truth will set you free type of thing, right? Like I said, it almost feels like, like when I was reading it the first time, I was like, this is like reading the Star or the Inquirer, one of those juicy gossip type magazine shit, where it's like, where they're so full of shit with their stories, but they put out what they put shit out there so that you'll pick it up off the shelf and buy their magazine. He asked me to delete the crime scene photos. Right. I have the actual emails. These people don't. They got trolled hard. Fig, you were surprised by this or expect so Fig, just to ask you, is this like news to you today? Type of thing? Like, is this news to you that you're seeing your name on here? It's time. There are emails of y'all. Hi, Ivy. Hold on. Lucky Duck Mystery. Oh, I got some good ass dinner sitting beside me. And I'm sitting here. They are just mad. I keep debunking their dumbass theories and want me to stop. Oh, there's CD. Hey, CD. How are you, buddy? Oh, CD. Every time you come in and I say your name, you set off my Siri. I say CD and Siri, all of a sudden you hear Siri in the background there. Aspen Connor, agree to disagree, but I still love you. What did Aspen Connor say? Did I miss something? Adam, did you type something? Because I'm not seeing it. Like, whatever you typed there, I'm not seeing. Let's get Melvin on the stand. I think some have been waiting. I'm sure she is like, you know what? I would be proud and honored to go on that stand. And proud, in fact, I'd be proud and honored to do another documentary. I just love to insert myself into everything, even if I know a whole lot of nothing, and put my nose into everything involving Delphi, that I create my own chaos in my own life. But hey, what's another time, Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Why did dude get hidden? Did dude get hidden? Wait, what? Because Shibby said something about Fig, so he hit him. No, 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 no. Guys can't be hiding people. Was it just a timeout? Shibby. Fig hid them because he didn't like their comment about Fig. Is it just a timeout? It would just have to be a timeout, though, right? Do. Yeah, please don't be timing people out. I mean, people have the right to their opinions, as long as it's not like I didn't see the comment, you know, so I don't know what was said. Um, but there shouldn't be no attacking of people in here, regardless. I wasn't bad either. What should be said? Free Shibby, free Shibby, free Shibby. Is Shibby comment with? Okay, hold on. Let me go to the live stream for a sec. To studio. You guys talk amongst yourself. Let me see. No, we had the full name isn't Shibby. It's Sweet Dude Shibby. 1 second. Hey, Frosty. Charmaine, keep the group entertained. Okay, wait a second. I seen analysis say it's fix. Is he back? Yeah, where are the children? I'm hidden on Sue's channel and have no idea why. Well, tell you this much, he's hidden on my channel and I have exactly the reason why. Professor. Is Shibby back though? Let me just hold on a second. Sorry, but I do want to view. Big trolled McClellan. The defense thanks us for your service. That was the comment on there. Wow. You know, we do ask y'all to be respectful towards each other. You know, not, you know, so should not be attacking, you know, people in here for sure. Yes, that was the comment. Well, you know what? Bottom line is people shouldn't be attacking other people like that in here, type of thing. So I'm not going to overly blame Fig on that one. You know, that if he deleted that comment, you know, I don't think I would like it if I was being attacked. And, you know, like I said, he can have his opinion, but, you know, no need to attack somebody. Anyways, let's just keep it respectful, okay? When it comes to regards, like, you know, there are certain people that are longtime friends of this channel and stuff like that. And, you know, like I said, to personally attack Fig, he doesn't like what happened or whatever, but no need to personally attack people in chat. So Shibby talks shit to me all the time. We go back and forth. I know that it's done in a friendly. I know that Shibby has definite sarcasm and he's definitely on the opposite side of the fence and stuff like that. Anyways, I just don't want people to use, you know, the wrench in a sense, just, you know, for everything that they don't like to see. But, you know, we're not here to personally attack each other either. So by that same token, like if he was put in a timeout or something like that, so yeah, I mean, I don't see that he's blocked because it lets me say block user or stuff like that. Anyways, I'm going to move on for it, you know, but again, you know, you shouldn't be attacking a person like that, to be honest with you. So it's to me, it's all good, you know. Then Shibby needs to, you know, to have that little reminder. You know, it's one thing to be sarcastic and joke around, and it's another thing just to personally attack somebody. Hi, Tina. Thank you. Well, I just try to, you know, I just want to be fair, right? I don't want the wrenches to be abused and because people that don't like something that somebody says. But personal attacks are different than having an opinion about something, you know. Should be always jokes, right? But still, there's that line between attacking a person, and Shibby does joke a lot, absolutely. Miss Person, well, this document here. Anyways, love you all. Play nice. Again, and just don't personally attack each other, right? I mean, it's fair enough if you don't like somebody or, you know, whatever. There's lots of people that when I've gone into lives, there's tons of people. Probably why I don't say nothing. And I'm like, oh shit, this person's here. Oh God, this person's here, you know, but I don't say anything because I'm not there to try to cause drama and stuff like that. It's just about being respectful to still each other, but yet still having opinions. So anyways, let's just all get along. Group hug. Smack, smack. Okay, so too much info all at once. I'm overwhelmed. Don't be overwhelmed with this stuff. Nothing major going on here. This is just a bunch of, you know, that the defense is going to possibly call this YouTuber, that YouTuber, this YouTuber, that YouTuber, that they had this information, that information. And again, some, like, okay, there's definitely been leaks of information of some sorts along the way, for sure. Crime scene photos, leaked information, Cohan and stuff like that, Mark Roberts, whatever. But usually when it comes to the YouTube creators, a lot of them, like Charmaine was saying earlier, claim things as facts and stuff like that. Well, if there is facts, you got to back up those facts, and then provide the receipts, right? And if you don't, then you shouldn't be claiming it as fact. So, I mean, what do I say about a lot of these names, in here? There's good people, but I don't know. It just comes off like an Inquirer, type magazine, like the Globe and Mail thing, you know. So they have to obviously prove things, right? I mean, words are words, right? Words are words. And then there's a matter of proof. So I would just wish that this would be live. So as for this one here, this is a bunch of YouTubers' names for the most part of things that they may produce as witnesses with these videos that they've made or that they're showing an email that was sent. As for the other two documents, it was, the requesting of the mental health records for Richard Allen, the 70-day speedy trial yesterday. And then, of course, it was the extension that they're asking for discovery, that the defense or whatever it was, who's asking for that one, to March 14th. I think it was Richard Allen's side on there. Love everyone, even if, yeah, on there, yeah. I mean, someone outright called Tom Webster an idiot yesterday, and I didn't boot them. In return, it was like, no, Tom Webster's a great person. And I think it was because, what was it? Because Tom Webster had said something. Anyways, the bottom line is, like I said, something can be said in a way that you still might not agree with the person and stuff like that. But everyone around here loves Tom Webster and knows how much he works hard. And people, you know what? I don't know how many people that I've offended by saying one thing. You could do 100,000 right things for the person. You could sit there, talk to them and whatever, message them. You do one thing to piss somebody off. Next thing you know, they disown you like your channel didn't exist. I expect that from people, just to be honest with you. There's very few loyal people, and there is very few. So I don't really worry about all that stuff. People come, people go. Either they want to watch you, and if they get pissed off because you did a video that they didn't happen to like, or something like that, I'm not in control of that. That's up to somebody watching this. So if one thing pissed them off, even though they loved your channel for, a year or two or whatever, then they decide to get pissy off you because you made one comment about Indiana that, made them feel like you always attacking Indiana or something like that. No, we cover Indiana. Most Indiana people make fun of themselves, but some people get their little panties in a pinch and stuff like that over the stupidest shit. I ain't gonna worry about that stuff. We're just here to provide information. Either you can come along for the ride or you don't have to, right? That's why there's tons of other channels to watch. I'm not here to beg for anyone's subs or anything like that. If people want to sub, they sub because they enjoy your content, and nobody is freaking perfect, right? We all make mistakes. Maybe we say things that we regret or whatever, but that's all I'm going to say about that stuff. He said someone who, I'm not even sure where you guys are. What is it at? Is Adam talking? How come, why is it that Adam's talking? It looks like, and I'm not seeing Adam's conversation. What the heck? Someone's saying, what is at Aspen? Adam, put something in chat right now. Charmaine, yeah. That's fine. Sorry guys, but I don't know why, but I'm not, like, I was seeing Adam's comments And all of a sudden now it's like I don't see them. Yeah, absolutely. You're not Adam. What? Because remember he was saying yesterday he sent a message, and whatever. Adam, I think you need to reboot your phone or whatever you're using. Oh, okay. Because somebody just said, "What is that, Adam?" He said someone who is innocent wouldn't try to off himself. I think it was an overreaction. Right. I mean, and I know who it was, and the person, admitted maybe it was and stuff like that, right? And like I said, everyone has those things. Sometimes that's a little bit of a trigger. But like I said, it's one thing that out of a whole, you know, is that person, trying to bring you information, is a decent person, decent content creator, da 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 da. And if one thing sets off somebody and they feel like they never want to watch you again, I have no control over that. And if I cared about everything that people thought or wanted to whatever, right? Honestly, I'd be a basket case. So I can't work that way. It's either people want to watch you because they like your content, they like your stuff, they like who you are, they like that they can laugh and be in this space, or they don't, right? Or they don't. Yeah. That's life and that's how it works. I think he has some bourbon with Fig. Oh, probably. I don't even see Fig commenting anymore. Tina Vegas has definitely been done by both sides. Have both. You know what? Again, you know what I say to all this shit? It's going to be very interesting. This is nothing short of a circus, this case. So what more to add to it, honestly? At the end of the day, what will count the most is Abby and Libby and justice for those girls. That's where, at least when there's justice for Abby and Libby, then we'll finally understand, come to that point where we're like, finally, if there is. Okay. Wait, can you still not? Yeah, I can see you now. Hey, bitch. No, just kidding. On there. But anyways, hi Jane. Hey everybody. Oh, 69 people watching. What a perfect number, perfect position, perfect song. Do. So yeah. So anyways, I would love to see this. Like I said, this whole thing on the 18th live. I think we all would. We're all going to be very, again, on the 18th, because there's the two hearings. We're all going to be, give us the juice whenever they can. I feel like there should be somebody that's in court there, that should be giving us some live feed. Julie Melvin, if you're still, if you're still up for it, I'm willing to let you, hang with us, talk with us. I'll run through. I have to run though. Oh yeah, of course he does. He always has to run. That was me yesterday. Innocent still off themselves. Anyways, this document, whatever, comical. We'll see how it plays out. See what happens. And then move on to a speedy trial. This day is bananas. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Charmaine was saying the same thing on there. Anyways, always great to see you, CD. But look at you guys. Look at, I said I was going to make this a quick live. See this? Mashed potatoes, gravy, cordon de bleu, broccoli and cream cheese, and whatever. And it's freaking cold as frick right now. And I was like, husband, I got this. I'm going to be fast. That's all good. My little microwave in the life, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, the sweet little dude Shibby will return on there. I know he has his sarcasm and stuff like that. But again, he just needed a little spanking. Wow, lots of potato. I'm a potato person. All right. I love my mashed potatoes. You can always tell. Okay. He's messaging me. It's like getting a message. Yeah, broccoli with cream cheese. Is that a thing? Well, it's not inside of the chicken. Hold on a second. Inside of the chicken, yeah. Thank you. Oh, the docket. Okay. But yeah, broccoli and cheese inside of the. They're like I don't know. You know how you can buy them like whatever you can buy them in stores, but some of them are Swiss and ham, like a chicken cordon bleu type of thing, and others are like broccoli and cheese and stuff like that. Anyways, so good, so good, so good, so good. And then you can get chicken parmesan as well, stuff like that. But anyways, you can always tell when I'm full, and only because you do some things out of habit, but I'll make choo-choo tracks, like choo-choo train tracks in my mashed potatoes. And then I'll like make it like a pie, and then I'll make choo-choo tracks, and then I'll cut it like a pie, and then I'll flatten it out and make choo-choo tracks again. And that's because it's when I get full, I start playing with my food. Just gonna say. Anyways, liked by Susan Hendricks. Susan Hendricks, you go, girl. You keep liking my stuff. Oh, Ivy, you don't like veggies? Yeah. I'm not too picky. Like, I like basic food. I'm not this big extravagant. Yes, are you going to go live tonight? Yes, I am. I will go live tonight, but tonight's going to be about Sebastian update, Elijah Vu documents, and with Jesse Vang and Katrina Bauer, and it will also be about Maddie Soto as well, Madeline Soto. So that's what tonight will be about. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people going live with the Delphi documents if they haven't. Anyways, a lot of people, just for the sake of this one right here, are going to be like, oh God, I got to go live. For the most part, I just make fun of it. Each to their own for their creators and what they do. And for the defense, hey, do what you got to do. Whatever you need to do for your case. Anyways, you guys take care. Have a good one. Don't forget to hit the like button. And remember, group hug. Love you all. Take care. Charmaine, thank you so much for the 10 memberships that you gave to people earlier in here. So congrats to those people that got them. Rose Adams, Purple got one, and Canadian Girl got one, and other people. Anyways, take care, you guys. Have a good one. And we'll see you later tonight if you want to follow along with the other cases, okay? Take care.
A Norfolk night, the world is cold. We stand surrounded, we are not alone. Within my reverie, there's hope.